I've waited days for this. Football is finally back. Yes. What is up? It's your man, Cloudboy Bales. And I can't believe it, but we're back. NFL is back. I haven't made videos much because I've been working, I've been at home, I've been trying to do a lot. I haven't really been able to make a video in a long time. I was planning on doing videos, but for some reason my computer wasn't uploading anything, or I don't know, so I had to restock on everything. And yeah, it was a productive summer with COVID, and I'm just happy to be back talking Packers and talking sports. And yeah, it's great. Fortunately, Bucks did not advance and they're out of the playoffs, so nothing you can do. Heat were the better team. I had them winning in 6, but they won in 5, so it's whatever. Anyways, but I don't care. NFL's back. Packers are back. Fantasy football is back. I've been waiting for this for years. I thought we weren't going to have football this year, but they're able to work it, so I am absolutely stunned. I don't know what to say. I'm a little shook right now, but we're going to do what we're going to do. So, anyways, today's video, I'm just going to be talking about what my predictions for the Packers are this year, NFL predictions, just my whole synopsis on the year and what I think will happen. So I'm super excited. Also, I'm gonna probably be making videos on the Bucks and Brewers soon enough. Also, if you haven't noticed, Brewers won 19-0 yesterday. What a fantastic win! 21 hits, or like 13 of those were people on base. It was like a record or something they set. Corbin Burns is doing phenomenal. I don't know. They're not, obviously the Brewers, I'm not expecting them to do well this year. This is a very young team, so I think this is the rebuilding phase again, so it's whatever. And for the Bucks, I think they got to figure out situations. They're looking to trade Eric Bledsoe, I think. I don't know. Chris Paul wants to play in Milwaukee. I don't know what's going on. I'm really excited to see what they pull this free agency, because I feel like Giannis needs a second player. I know Bledsoe would likely be the candidate traded if we were to get Chris Paul, because you can't get rid of Middleton, because Middleton actually played good in these playoffs. So that's that. Okay, I'm talking too much sports right now. I got to get to football, so here we go. Alright, so before I get into Packers, just a reminder, Texans-Chiefs tonight. I'm predicting Chiefs win this one, but I'm excited that football's back, so we got to do what you got to do anyways. So, basically, I'm really looking forward to seeing how these teams play this year. Everyone is really getting hype on the Buccaneers with Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Leonard Fournette. They're building a super team down there. Everyone's really thinking that they're going to be so overhyped. I said the same thing about the Lakers. They were overhyped. Now the Lakers, in my opinion, are the best team in the league. I can't, but that's how it is. I mean, I've overhyped everyone at this point. So, regardless, I'm gonna say Patriots go around 11-5. I'm not saying that they're gonna be the best team, but I think that they're gonna be a team to watch out for, because in my opinion, they're not like, the offensive line in Tampa isn't that good. That's just what to say. And I guarantee New Orleans will beat them twice, because New Orleans, in my opinion, is the better team and has the better offense, because Drew Brees is Drew Brees. I'm sorry. He's got the better line. and he has Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara. I think he's fine. I think those two guys are even better than that entire offense. Not gonna lie. The team to beat this year in the AFC, of course, is going to be the Chiefs. I think that's pretty obvious at this point. Some other teams that could contend are the Ravens. They're actually predicted to go undefeated this year. Believe it or not, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I don't think that will happen. But they're predicted to beat every single team, including the Chiefs this year. I don't know how that will happen. I think there's a lot of hype going into Lamar Jackson if he can produce and be the same player he was last year in his MVP form. That will be tough for him. Another team a lot of people are sleeping on is the Steelers. Big Ben is returning. A healthy James Conner is returning. Hopefully Juju Smith-Schuster has a comeback here. And they have one of the best defenses in the league. The Steelers are going to be a team to watch out for. I think a lot of people know that. Next up, the Buffalo Bills. Another team that has a fantastic defense. Josh Allen emerging as a top quarterback. He could be. I don't know. I don't know, but I feel like he's getting better. He improved his stats from rookie to sophomore year. I assume his junior year is going to be outstanding. And now he has Stephon Diggs too as another receiver. So I think adding a number one receiver, I think really was huge on the Bills' part. Another team, of course, is the Patriots. You got Bill Belichick. Now you got Cam Newton. There's actually people predicting Cam Newton is actually going to, believe it or not, win the MVP. I don't know. I think that's a little bit overhyped, but I definitely think he's going to have a comeback season. Patriots did a great job signing him. He's got a lot of weapons to work with in Julian Edelman, N'Keal Harry, Sony Michel, James White. You got a good offense. I think the Patriots are going to do a little bit different because obviously Cam Newton has the ability to run the football, and Tom Brady obviously couldn't do that, so that's the only change, and that might make the offense a little bit better than they need. So that's respect. Going to the South, which is the only division I really haven't talked about yet, the team to beat there right now actually would be the Titans. I never thought I'd say this, but that division actually seems a lot tougher than it is. The Titans have Derrick Henry. I don't know if Ryan Tannehill's going to have the stats as he did, but Derrick Henry is Derrick Henry. They'd signed Jadeveon Clowney, which is a great pickup for them. Also, the Colts, I think, are the most underrated team in that league. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's on that team. You got Phillip Rivers, even though he throws a lot of picks, the dude, it has a better offensive line. So he's going to be really well protected to make great throws because, first off, he has T.Y. Hilton as a number one receiver and Michael Pittman, who I think is going to be a great number two. Also, Zach Pascal is pretty good too. I think they're going to be Colts could actually win the division. Not going to lie about that one. Next up, Houston Texans. A lot of people are downing on Deshaun Watson or something. I have no idea why. But after losing DeAndre Hopkins, a lot of people are a little worried if Deshaun Watson is not going to be the same. But he has a lot of receivers he can work with. I mean, because all of his targets went to Hopkins, he has a bunch of other weapons now. He's got Brandon Cooks. He's got Will Fuller. He's got Randall Cobb, Kiki Kute, Kenny Stills. He's got a bunch of weapons that he can work with. And, of course, Darren Fells was his favorite target from last year. Another great weapon. And then David Johnson, obviously. Don't forget they got him. I think he's going to have a comeback year. He's a great running and receiving back. Very underrated. I think he's going to have an outstanding season. All right, I talked about enough AFC. I'm going to go to the NFC. The team to beat in the NFC as of right now is the San Francisco 49ers. I'd say it'd be a tie between San Fran and New Orleans, but San Fran, I think, did exactly what they needed to do in the draft. They got rid of Buckner. They found his replacement. They got rid of Emmanuel Sanders. They found his replacement. They did exactly what they needed to do to actually develop and become still as good as what they are. They have George Kittle, probably the best tight end in the league. They have a running game that in Tevin Coleman and Raheem Mostert that they can really demolish middle linebackers. I mean, their team is just stacked full of everyone. Other teams to watch out for, I think I've discussed Tampa and New Orleans are definitely two teams to watch out for. Another team to watch out for, of course, is Seattle. You can never count out Russell Wilson. And, I mean, Russell Wilson's Russell Wilson. You just can't count the man out. He does so many things. Another team, Dak Prescott. Dallas is supposed to have the best offense in the league. There is no sentiment, or there's no denial that you got Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, Blake Jarwin, who had is going to be in his third year. He had who's been really impressive. Their offense is going to be the best offense in the league, and now they're coached by Mike McCarthy. I think that they're going to be a team to really watch out for, and they're going to be super dangerous. And then finally, the NFC North because of how deep the teams are this year, there's only going to be one team coming out of the NFC North, so Packers might not even make the playoffs because I don't see their team as deep at all, but Vikings, I don't think they really did anything. Stephon Diggs was their talent that they had last year because Adam Thielen really was terrible last year, not going to lie. Losing Stephon Diggs was huge for Kirk Cousins. He's got to really believe in Justin Jefferson to be that guy, the number 2 receiver, so I don't know if the Vikings are going to be the same. They also do not have Danielle Hunter for the first 3 weeks. And then, of course, you got the Lions, whose offense is actually the best it's weird. The Lions have the best offense right now, but their team isn't even going to, win any games. I feel so bad for the Lions right now. I feel bad. And then the Bears are really in a predicament because they're trying to figure out if Mitchell Trubisky is a star or if they should go to Nick Foles, who in my opinion is declining in his career, but they're really in a pickle. But in my opinion, I feel like Aaron Rodgers is going to have a better year, and hopefully Packers win the division. Some people are saying the Bears are going to win it. I don't know why, but it's whatever it is. And then finally for sleeper teams, I'm just going to go with my sleeper teams. These are the two teams in the AFC and NFC that I think a lot of people are sleeping on. First, I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos. Of course, they just found out Von Miller is out for the year. He tore something, and he's got the Mamba mentality. I think he tore his ACL or something like that. But he was making a post saying he's got Mamba mentality. He can bounce back from next year. But Denver's offense has a 2-headed monster at running back, Melvin Gordon and Philip Lindsay. They have Cortland Sutton, who I think is going to be a top receiver in the league this year. And they also have Jared Jeudy, the other rookie. They have Noah Fant in his second year. And Drew Lock is looking really good. That's a team to watch out for. On the NFC, the Arizona Cardinals are the other team to watch out for. The second half of the year for Arizona was outstanding. Kyler Murray looked fantastic. They're going to don't forget, they got Larry Fitzgerald and DeAndre Hopkins as their wide receivers. Christian Kirk has impressed me as well. They're going to be a team to watch out for. So those are sleeper teams, absolutely. And then other teams that I think are going to have good seasons but get cut short are the Philadelphia Eagles and the Oakland Raiders. So I'm expecting, interestingly enough, a wild season. So yeah, let's get to Packers. Alright, so finally I'm going to talk Packers. Of course, I don't know how long this video is, so I'm probably going to speak my mind about how I think they're going to do this season, and just in general, I'm going to give my final record predictions and everything. So of course, as of right now, I have the Packers 6-10. I think they're going to do better than a lot of people think. I think they have a very tough schedule. They have to go on the road against New Orleans, Tampa, San Francisco, Houston, Indianapolis, and Minnesota at least once. Hopefully they get one of those wins, but they have to play a lot of tough teams. So the first half of the season is just hell for them. I don't know how they're going to get through it, but as long as they got Aaron Rodgers, I think we're going to be super good. So, of course, our offensive MVP, of course, of the season, I think is going to go to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Jones, of course, had it last year for us because he was our best player on the field last year. I'm not expecting him to have the season that he did last year, but he definitely is going to be doing what he did, and I'm expecting him to just do a great job, even though he has to share the backfield with two other running backs. I'm expecting a lot. Offensive Rookie of the Year, I'm just going to give that one to A.J. Dillon. To be honest, of course, our draft class wasn't that good. Jordan Love is a third-string quarterback right now. I think he's going to be under the wing with Rodgers and Boyle for the time being. And then you also got, some other guys, Josiah DeGuara. I think he's going to do a good job with this offense. They're right now having him at fullback, but I think he's going to be used a lot more than they used Vitale last year, so I'm excited about that. Next up, we have, of course, A.J. Dillon. I think a lot of people are going to like this guy. This is the guy that will probably win Offensive Rookie of the Year because you don't really have as much. Defensive Rookie of the Year easily goes to Kamal Martin. Hopefully he gets back from his injury soon because he was looking phenomenal in practice. This could be the real deal. He's a run stuffer, which is something that we were lacking, and that was the only good pick I was satisfied with this year. So it's kind of gonna do whatever. Biggest surprise. I'd say that I think Marquez Valdes-Scantling is going to go off this year. As much as I like Alan Lazard, I think he's going to have a great year too. Obviously, Devontae Adams needs his number 2 guy. Lazard did step up last year, and I feel like he's going to be a clutch number 2, but Marquez Valdes-Scantling really played like he only had 2 touchdowns last year. Only about 200, 300 yards or something like that. He didn't do good at all. If you want him to do great, you gotta expect more from the guy. So in my opinion, Valdes-Scantling, people are saying he's looking like a top receiver right now. He's changed his game. He's making catches. He's our fastest guy on the team. I really am excited to see if the rumors are true because I'd actually decided to draft him on my fantasy team for that exact reason. Hopefully he ends up being a number 2 receiver, and I'm really excited to see what he brings. I know our receivers are very thin right now. We only have 4 guys on the actual active roster that actually played with Rodgers. Adams is our only true guy, and then Lazard, Scantling, and Equanimeous St. Brown only played for 1 season, and then our other receiver, Malik Taylor, is basically a fantastic practice squad player. Maybe he actually will get some catches. Also, they did get Robert Foster from the Bills in a trade. That's great. And then you also got that guy from the Canadian dude, Beckleton. He's on the practice squad. I want to see them call him up because I think I said before, he's going to be a star. Please give him chances. But we'll see how they fare out. I mean, really, our team is a running attack team, so obviously receiving isn't going to be as much as a problem, except on plays where it's 3rd and long. But I think we're going to fare out because of our rushing attack. So it's regardless of anything. Players that I was actually not surprised Kumaro got cut. I made a prediction video way back then. The video never got uploaded, so I didn't even know that until later. But in my old prediction video, I actually did say that Kumaro was going to be cut, and I was correct. So I know sports. That's how I know. All right, let's look at the defense. Kenny Clark poised to have. I think he's going to be the best player on our defense this year. Clark, in my opinion, is the best nose tackle in the league right now. Also, the Smith brothers, I think, are poised to have another great year. They're outstanding pass rushers. Rashawn Gary, I'm expecting him to go off this year. Give him more opportunities. After we got rid of Fackrell, we knew that he was going to be stepping up. So far, I've heard fantastic things, that the shoulder thing hasn't really been an issue, and he's been the player that the reason why we drafted him, they're showing why we got him. And hopefully our secondary is going to produce as well. I know we don't have Tremont Williams, but Chandon Sullivan is literally the same type of cornerback as he is, so I'm not worried. I want Josh Jackson also to step up. I know he's going to be on the brinks of getting cut because last year I thought he was going to get cut, but thankfully he wasn't, so that's good. And then, yeah, I'm expecting them to just do whatever they can do. It's going to be a lot of close games. It's going to be the same way as it was last year. Lots of close games, winning ugly. I don't really see the offense being spectacular, but they're a rushing attack team, and I think the defense is going to be relied on a lot this year. And I still think they're very underrated from where they were, so yeah, that's that. So, anyways, I can't wait for the NFL to start. Kickoff for the Packers is at noon against Minnesota. Hopefully y'all will watch, and hopefully my fantasy team will do good, and hopefully Packers do great. Pretty soon I'll be doing more videos on Packers, Brewers, and Bucks, and just updating on what I think they need to do in future terms. Obviously, I don't know what's going to happen with me. I've been here for like a couple weeks now. So far my apartment has not been quarantined yet. I thought I'd have to be trapped in here. That might be the case because a bunch of the dorms are doing the same thing. So I know Madison's going down hard right now, but here at Eau Claire it's not as bad. I don't know. I mean we got like about 100 positive cases so far, but most of them have been off campus. So far, I just found out they started antigen testing that's required for all students, including me, so hopefully I don't have it. I don't think I do, but it's for safety reasons, so anyways, I don't know how long I'll be here for, if they send me home, or I don't know what will happen, so I'm just going to try to make as much videos as I can and try to enjoy myself this semester. So it's weird times that we're living in, but I'm just kind of thankful that football's back, and yeah, that's that. So this is Cloudboy Bales. If you like what you've seen, subscribe below, and we will see you next time. Please stay safe. Cloudboy out.